really cool, I think, how to win off lane. All right, well, we're going to see how it goes. For those of you who haven't seen the Ice Wyvern, it's going to go stuff like... I think he used to go Hanamitis, and he would go Dragonlance as well. Later on, it'd be the Aghanim Scepter. And look at Tavo just spamming the Earth Shaker question mark. What's your favorite of the graffitis?
I haven't seen them all.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. My two favorite by far are the Tidehunter Thumbs Up and the Hellbear.
Who's spamming it?
Tavo. Tavo's spamming it real hard. The other one is the Hellbear Smasher.
But only your team can see it, right?
No, in pubs, apparently the enemy can see it. I think in pro games, I'm not sure if the enemy can see it. I'm not sure. They're going to go for an early smoke up. They don't run into anything, but they do get some good aggressive vision down. You can see King RT is going to lay out a nice mid ward that won't be spotted. Cuckoo will spot them all and try and get away. King RT is going to slow him down. Cuckoo may be forced to win run. Tries to return some damage onto King RT. They're just going to take over this bottom area and go for the bounties. There's no real way for TNC to stop this. Are they going to... What is their aggro lane? Are they going to go aggro tri-lane, aggro dual lane?
I don't know. This is a pretty strong dual lane from TNC. Like, they'll trade more efficiently than you.
It'll still be really cool if they put, like, Chilling Touch on a Wyvern with Arctic
top.
Burn, but... Oh, yeah, they're just going to cut the creep wave. This is a classic. Creeps don't aggro anymore, so you could just run at the hero, and he's going to be forced to TP in.
Good stuff, good stuff. This is going to be HFN versus Armel mid. Of course, you want to put the Clinks. A lot of physical damage against the Huskar. And curiously enough, by the way, he decided to go for the Berserker's Blood level 1. Maybe anticipating that he's just going to drop low and he doesn't really want to trade Burning Spears.
Burning Spears level 1 is pretty bad,
It's
right?
garbage.
So.
But it's still Burning Spears.
No, I'm down with this. I like Armel doing this. Though he definitely cannot challenge.
You're not going to win this fight, Armel.
Maybe he can get CS easier.
I mean, that's why I'd imagine he did it, because he knows that he's going to be low. But I feel like this lane is going okay for him. The creep wave comes in, and we'll see. That'll change.
Bottom lane also seems to be going pretty well. Cuckoo getting the denies as the support Wind Ranger and securing range creep CS.
Dude, Armel's actually crushing this lane.
HFN suffering a little bit. Top lane, they do manage to get a really good grab there onto Duster. A lot of damage being thrown out. Weehaw comes in to push back the enemy. But it's looking like TNC is actually going to win all three of their lanes, potentially.
And Tim's is getting real low.
Oh, there he goes. Still ends up going down.
Oh, the tips come out. They should make it a battle pass thing where pros can see the... pros actually get the...
You can't mute the tips.
Yeah. And you get the... you actually get it. Because I know you don't actually get the points from practice lobby games.
Maybe that should just be a battle passing thing.
Yeah.
In general. Just 1,000 levels and you can't be muted. Think how bad pubs would get.
What? That's how you make your dollar.
Oh, I'm sure Valve would be very happy with the money they receive for that.
I mean, those same guys, though, would get low priority, so they'd have to make new accounts. Oh, I should be the new economist.
11-3 Huskar right now against the 12-2 Clinks. This is going surprisingly well for Armel.
Armel's playing this lane really well.
What is it that he's doing right?
I mean, he just the way that he plays aggression, like when he runs up on HFN, he's using the Burning Spears effectively under tower so that he can trade more effectively. So what he does is he pushes out the lane. I know most people won't pay attention to stuff like this, but...
Oh, grab on a Duster. They've got the last couple of shots to finish him off. I think he even blew a healing salve at the end there.
So when he pushes under the wave, he just has a salve on him at all times.
Okay.
Then he essentially just trades while HFN himself is trying to get CS.
CS, right.
As soon as he has a wave.
That's abusing the fact that you have orb, right?
Yeah.
Cuckoo slowed down, doesn't have the win run. King RD is going to try and reveal him here, but he doesn't have any actual spells, and King RD might be the one to fall. Did have a pretty large magic stick there, still has a healing salve as well, eating away through the trees, does manage to get off another Crystal Nova. He goes down first. Now a shackle shot. Cuckoo gets some space to be able to get off the healing salve. The Splinter Blast will hit them both. So they may not trade out kills, but Tavo does do a lot of damage to the two of them.
Nice, nice. This mid lane just continues to go pretty even. Armel's doing slightly better than I expected, but I don't play this lane. I wasn't aware of the
Huskar
everyone plays
versus
Huskar.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah. I got some Clinks games in, and the hero feels really good,
Oh, yeah.
but definitely did not touch Huskar. I think after what Liquid did, like the advent of picking these heroes that just straight up win you the game in the 4th or 5th pick, everyone's trying to figure out what the next thing is.
Right.
And Huskar's always going to be an attractive option.
You can keep on trying to swing that big old log at the Enchantress, but it's just not going to happen. She's got the high levels of Untouchable. Mid lane, we had rotations. HFN does manage to kill Armel, but also gets the Wind Ranger. That is a rotation gone bad. Back over the top lane, they're going to go for Duster here. Slowing him down, does manage to get the Shackles. Toss combination over, back onto Tim's, trying to get that double damage, but Duster will finally be found by the TNC duo and bring him low.
What happened in mid? I don't know.
They sort of crazy rotation. Weehaw.
Crystal Maiden wasn't even there. She had nothing. She has full everything.
This will come in handy.
Weehaw's just going to be chased underneath the tower. Make sure to get the denies.
So he solo killed both of them. Nobody has an assist on his team.
Weird.
Okay.
Raven pushes back Tavo. And now the shackle shot, latching him down. He does not have the cold embrace. He's going to have to stand and fight. Does have another splinter blast, but being chased away. They just need one more shot. They can't quite get it. Frostbite onto Raven, but he had the magic wand charges to be able to keep himself alive, out of threat from the Crystal Maiden.
Ooh. Aside from this top lane, I guess aside from this middle lane, things are going pretty well for TNC. Really think they wish they could take this middle lane back.
Enchantress just keeps on harassing. Tavo and King RD obviously use their shrine full health. Head back into the lane where Raven is a bit low, so they might actually just be able to win this lane for the next minute or so. Weehaw's just getting out of there, and I've seen this far too many times. Matched up against an Enchantress, starts getting 6, 7, 8 minutes in, you just leave. You're done with that lane.
Yeah, you're going to lose your tower, but it's whatever. I'd imagine you just move Tavo up there and just trade out the lane.
He's going to try and slow down this push with a Splinter Blast, but obviously Sam H stole the enemy catapults and is putting it to good use.
Make Ancients, or catapults Ancients. Oh,
yeah.
As HFN going to get gone on. This is not the person that you want to fight, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to turn on Strafe and just 3-shot.
And he doesn't even have Death Pact on. They're running away from him.
They know this is not their fight to take.
Tower goes down. They're going to chase Tavo, who has no TP. Obviously, he TP'd into this entire situation. Now he can't get out. And still level 5 Splinter Blast. Does manage to hit the Willow, but he'll still die.
So this is... Oh, in mid lane.
They managed to kill Armel as well. Rotation over from King RD.
This is why you don't give up Enchantress oftentimes. Because there's no real heroes that love playing against her.
Yeah.
Like, even Ursa... It's not that fun.
Even Ursa is countered in a way now that Fury Swipes is being dispelled by mid lane. HFN just lays into the middle tower, does manage to take it, but can he actually get out now? He's in Viz. Shackle Shot doesn't latch. It's the range creep instead.
He looks like he wants to turn around, but he knows that there's a sentry there. He's got to get back, but at least for Pain, this mid lane is absolutely dominant. 3-0 for HFN. He's had a very, very good go of things.
Yeah, this is HFN classic for Pain right now. He's just trying to carry his team.
I remember when he had arms. That was wild.
Yeah. He put in some serious work at that time.
One of me ain't enough.
Tavo's really going to be feeling the pain now.
Oh.
Level 6 Enchantress has the impetus shot.
I see what you did there. HFN is not going to go for the Soul Ring, by the way. At least doesn't have it queued up yet.
Oh, really?
I remember we were talking about that, right? If you have a
Yeah.
CM Aura, do you still go for...
I guess Ring of Aquila and CM Aura is probably enough.
Oh, it's pretty cool that you can Ancient this early, too.
Oh, yeah. That's always value. Brings himself a healing sound, just maintain himself on the map at all times. You gotta play very efficient as Clinks, right? Because you have no wave clear. You just kind of always have to be farming or ganking.
Yeah. It's the downside of the hero, which is why we often see some of these Maelstroms. I think yesterday, Trent and them told me that people are going MKB first item as well.
Yeah.
Which makes sense against TNC's lineup. As
You're gonna find Raven here, slow him down.
Easy,
HFN looks to blow him
easy.
up. And that is a nice gank. He's immediately gonna TP back to mid where he can recover the creep wave. And he's up by a really large net worth lead over this Enchantress.
Yeah.
Almost 1,000 gold now.
I'd say that the thing that Pain does best is they get their supports involved. Not Duster. I mean, Duster was complaining about that on the couch. He says, whenever I take HFN CS, he pings me 100 times. But King RD, at least, they do a very good job of getting him involved in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As this bottom lane is getting assaulted, I'd imagine that HFN wants to just rotate there. You probably just send your AA mid or Tavo mid, because I feel like Sam H is a dead zone. Like, this is uninhabitable land.
You don't challenge that, man. Not until you have higher levels and maybe the Tiny have the Blink Dagger combo.
Right now, TNC's biggest problem is that they lost the mid lane so early. When they lost that tower, they rotated just a little bit too late. I don't think they expected HFN to just all in for that. And so they constantly need to send one of their heroes mid to defend that area out. And so now they've lost this entirety of this jungle. What people should always realize is once you lose this mid tower, it makes it so easy. It just creates 4 different paths for you to get into the Radiant jungle, and there's too many areas that you have to ward off. So they have this one ward here, and you've got to constantly ward mid. So you just have to get vision where you no longer have vision, because obviously when you lose the tower, you can't protect all of this area. And so it's just dangerous being in your own jungle at this point. So you see that Cuckoo is trying to ward up like all of this area, but it's not easy for him.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't really where they want to play, because you're just playing it defensively at that point.
I see a lot when you do lose that tier 1 and you lose your mid tower, you just play some really defensive vision that kind of lines up with your tier 2.
Yeah.
Your bottom tier 2.
So what you do at this point is you just farm this area. But everyone knows about that.
Yeah.
So Pain should be well aware, and they should be really comfortable farming on this side of the map. So you're just getting a little bit more, which is why even though no towers or kills have been exchanged, Pain is starting to now take the net worth lead. And this is not how Dro wants to play it. Like, Dro wants to be able to do the same thing to you. She wants to be able to take your mid tower, then farm out these Ancients. And that's how you make your little gains.
And what's stopping them? Just the fact that they lost mid lane so hard against HFN.
You can't lose your mid tower that early.
Yeah.
That easily, too.
And that's why you saw him commit so heavily for it, right? Weeha's going to be caught here by the Huskar as well as the Dark Willow. And we'll try to get the combination off onto Tim, tosses him back into Armel, and limps away, but still have the Fire Spears on him, so we will end up going down. King RD, challenging with the Freezing Field, instantly gets Shackle shot, and will get no damage, real damage on TNC. So they pick up 2. They're immediately going to go towards mid. Exactly as you're saying, Blitz, they want to try and take this mid tower.
You want
to
at least
get a little damage.
I mean, I feel like committing for it, though, is hard, because if you look, that is a full HP mid tower, more or less.
Yeah, and that is a very dangerous HFN Clinks, who's already got the Javelin, so... Which way do you think he should go this game? Do you think he needs more of the wave clear and go for the Maelstrom, or do you like the MKB?
I'm kind of a fan of the MKB, weirdly enough. Like, it sounds weird advocating for MKB first item, but I think it might actually be all right.
I mean, I like it just because Huskar's on the enemy team.
Yeah.
That seems...
He's going to go Halberd at some point. He already even has it queued up. It's really nice against the Wind Ranger. You'll just eat her up every single time. That's your solo kill potential. You don't have to go for some weird Orchid build. I hate that build so much.
Radiant are scanning.
3-man smoke from TNC. And they've already got the successful scan. They know where the Clinks is farming. He's going to be playing around those Ancients. Top lane, Raven is going to go down, but we're going to watch this gank on HFN, see if it's successful. But HFN, he has the mid creep wave pushing into his tower. So,
Like
of course,
passing in the night.
he wants to go collect those creeps. TNC still going to try for it, though, underneath the tower. They know he's going to go for the
HFN
CS.
should know
They're
about
going to be
this.
able to find him. Stun goes out. Follow up with the Huskar slow. Nice shackle shot as well. They're going to lay all their damage into HFN, but he's so damn tanky. Finally, a Wyvern ultimate goes out and actually allows HFN to be able to get away. Cuckoo needs a little bit more damage. He finally dies to the burning spears. Cuckoo underneath the tier 1 tower will fall, though. On the left-hand side, King RD battles it out with Tims while we have finally managed to finish him off with a body blocking in. That's a nice spear combination there.
The
King
uphill
RD
miss?
toss forward with Tavo. He does manage to finish off that Dark Willow. They finally get that kill. That uphill miss prolonged the life of the Crystal Maiden so long. TNC lose 3 underneath the tower, and they also lost the Dro Ranger not so long ago to a gank, so that kind of ends up being a 4 for 2.
I feel like they should have known about that though. HFN,
Yeah.
like they knew they weren't contesting that top area. They have this ward down pretty deep.
So he should have, like, process of elimination. If they're not around Raven,
Yeah. They don't want to play their own jungle. The only time they ever play their jungle is when they go for hit and runs to try to pick off kills,
Right.
which is a good idea. It's a really good idea because you have to assume that Pain is being greedy on the map, which they were. They were split up, trying to farm a little bit too much. And I thought that HFN read the movement for a second, but the creeps.
I bet part of it was also him saying, I've got so much HP and I'm underneath my tower.
Yeah.
Like, if they might go for me, but it might be a good
I mean,
fight.
he
That's
would've
exactly
lived-
what
He
happened.
would have lived if Tavo had one level of Cold Embrace.
Yeah. Tava, though, going for the full offensive build, 4-4-0-0
He's going to take the 60 damage.
into the curse. Yeah.
And this is hilarious.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So look at what they're
attack.
doing, TNC. When they go hit and run, they go through their own jungle,
Uh-huh.
and they try to connect through, and HFN, oh, you don't want to be up
HFN's
here.
going to go into the high ground. Doesn't get the shackle shot, but it doesn't really matter, does it? HFN immediately falls to all that damage, and the rest of Pain are left in kind of an awkward spot. They're in the enemy jungle. They know the enemy's actually behind them.
Dire's
Can they
turret
cut
has been
through
killed.
and
And
challenge?
they lose the courier.
Oh, they lose the courier too?
If they lose the mid tower, this is absolute disaster. But they've got a blink on Weehaw. He's
Good.
looking for it right now. The A Ice Blast, though, is going to whiff, and he's going to run into a sentry pretty soon. Now they should see him here.
Crystal
He
Nova,
goes
the
in.
combination is going to toss him onto the Huskar. Does manage to finish off Cuckoo to start, but now Armel challenges back, goes for Weehaw, will be able to finish him off with the help of Sam H, and Sam H is actually healing up Armel,
Tavo
so
goes down
King
too.
RD has to get out of here. Nice long-range power shot for the buyback of Cuckoo. Gets the last remaining member of
They're gonna
Pain
Roche.
in that fight, and that's exactly what they're going to go for. They almost wipe Pain entirely off the map, and Roshan is theirs.
Pain played this game, at least in the first, I'd say 13 minutes, very well. They took the towers at a good pace, and since then, HFN has just kind of thrown away whatever lead he's had. The A Ice Blast is going to fly in, which stops this for a second, and it's so low, they don't have a
Armel
sentry.
is super low. He's going to take out from that blast. Oh no, the shackle shot. It caught HFN. He can't die again like this.
He's barely in range, and they're going to pick up the Roshan. They do lose the Huskar for it, but...
Grab that Aegis, grab that Aegis. Tims.
What I was waiting for.
He gets caught by Weehaw.
Wait, why didn't he just backpack his Quelling Blade?
I don't know.
Why do people do that?
He panicked for sure
He's
because
super
that
panicked.
Aegis was on the ground for far too long.
He thought that Weehaw was going to blink in.
Yeah. I think he also thought probably initially they didn't set that up because Huskar would get the Aegis, right?
Oh,
And then he
man.
dies.
That sentry positioning was...
Yeah.
I mean, Pain, they had a really good game of this so far. They shut down the Dro almost entirely. Then this happens, and HFN's lead, which was considerable, considering the fact that he died 3 times in a row, pretty much back-to-back within 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, he could have had an MKB by now. Yeah, why did I stop following Weehaw? I knew he was going to get a kill. He had a Haste Rune, Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom
They need a
tower
Silver Edge
is
so
under
badly on the
attack.
side of Pain.
Yeah.
It's really value if you look at the lineup. It would allow them to kill the Huskar very easily. The Enchantress goes down without a fight.
Dire's middle tower
Like,
is
if
under
you're Enchantress, you don't want to go BKB or any item like that.
Looks like TNC just drew. They want to go for a push to the top lane with their Aegis.
Yeah.
Tims is probably one of the better heroes in this game to be able to deal with this bottom safe lane area. Push it out a little bit.
I love how just like they don't even seem that tilted about
Anything.
Yeah. It's like they're just laughing. They're still spamming voice lines.
Dude, look at that Wyvern go.
Yeah, he's doing
200 damage a hit. Very fast attack speed.
It looks really mediocre still. Man,
Sims.
this TI is crazy. Everyone's just doing
Pulls a creep wave off the tower. Tavo.
I'm watching a Wyvern with a Mask of Madness.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dude, I love this.
I mean, sure, it's not that bad, but
No.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Dude, imagine this in a Drow Ranger lineup.
mm-hmm.
That would look
He'd be
sick.
hitting for like 250 right now.
Yeah. It's both good on the Drow Ranger lineup and against it.
Dire's top tower is under
TNC,
attack.
they are also going to try and take a tier 2, but Pain can defend.
Wyvern's
And-
the perfect hero then, Austin.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be 5-man against a Wyvern. The danger of that Winter's Curse, not just starting a team fight, but starting it in a 5 versus 4.
I'm surprised they just let Tavo do that.
Yeah.
I think
I
Tavo
thought Dark
expected
Willow
to
was
die.
setting up to, or Tim's was setting up to like be able to get the stun and have his teammates TP in,
Yeah.
you know? They must have thought, and that's the thing, right? Pain has been greedy this entire time. They must have thought that the Wyvern had people behind him, but he didn't.
No,
Pain have
Pain's just a
actually
gritty
been,
team.
yeah, Pain have just been farming a bunch.
Everyone on Pain's just kind of hitting creeps. And HFN has caught up, and this is the thing about this guy is that he
Dire's
always
middle
does a good
tower
job
is under attack.
keeping up in this game, and because they've kept up this mid tier 1 tower, the only time you notice that they play around this area is when they smoke. And this is what good teams should do, is if you don't have vision of this area, you want to punish the greed a little bit so you move forward together.
Same area,
Oh,
playing on this high
HFN,
ground. They
please.
know
You can't do this again.
HFN has come up here multiple times. It's going to be Tiny who's going to be the victim this time around.
Pain!
Time and time again.
This is a Fnatic thing. Maybe this is just a Southeast Asia thing where they always smoke to when the bounty rune spawns on the opposite
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. That is a really good chat wheel response to what just happened to him.
Oh man. That is the third time that has happened. At this point, if you're Pain, you gotta learn, right? You gotta
Yeah.
say, like, they are always smoking to our bounty rune.
But do you need to learn anymore? You're going to be running out of smokes if you're TNC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
If you're TNC, you need to turn this into a tower.
Yeah.
You are correct in that.
They
You can't
will.
just keep getting these solo cores.
Yeah. I was going to say that like they finally get an objective off of all this shenanigans that they've been pulling.
They really wanted the mid tower. I don't think they expected the fight to be as messy as it was when they dove HFN that one time.
Tavo with a Shadow Blade. Oh, this is dangerous, but they've already maintained their spread. Look at Raven and Armel keeping distance from each other. Meanwhile, middle lane, they're going to go for a quick kill on HFN. He has Yule Scepter onto the Dark. Willow sets up the kill pretty easily. And Weehaw, they have detection on the Dire side, so they saw Raven for a moment, but he ran out of
And they
sentry
lose
range.
Okay, now things are a bit of a disaster. Losing that mid tower,
Disaster for
losing
Pain,
HFN.
but
yeah.
great for TNC.
And Pain's just not making any moves.
Yeah.
They're just all kind of hitting creeps right now. And I think it's because of the Aegis.
Yeah.
They're probably deterred.
Another Yule Scepter into the Brambles. Weehaw trying to outrun this. Of course, he's super tanky. Going to be slowed down even more. Raven starts getting some pot shots off on him. And here comes a big Ice Blast over the top with a freezing field for King RD. They do manage to barely hit. Oh, Winter's Curse onto Cuckoo. They're going to be able to not just kill that support, but catch the Enchantress with it. Toss back into the entire team. And, well, the damage is going to come very, very slow. Can Samh actually walk away from this?
Nah, Tavo's gonna right-click him down.
Get him, Tavo! Woo! Double kill for the Winter Wyvern core.
That's that Mask of Madness Shadow Blade attack speed.
All
Dude,
right.
that fight, I can't believe that fight went as well as it did for Pain.
I mean, I'm surprised TNC really thought that was going to go that well. They went on a Tiny to start.
That's true too.
They dove deep for a Tiny.
This game is so funny. I got no idea what's going on.
Yeah. It feels like neither, until TNC finally got those objectives, felt like neither team was really playing for any objectives. TNC was playing for pickoffs, Pain was playing for greedy farm,
Radiant
Yes.
are scared.
and pick off sometimes. You could see Weehaw was trying to go for something there.
Tim's is being a boss in this game.
Yeah.
He's got a Yule Scepter and a Hood. He's now picked up his level 15 talent for more GPM.
Yeah,
Cuckoo's got a Go Scepter.
Night vision for the Wyvern. So they've got a distinct advantage if they want to go now, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 4-man smoke up without Tavo, though. Gonna catch Cuckoo. Cuckoo, I'm sure, realizes this was pretty likely, but he actually survives. King RD, hoping to be able to hit him with a Crystal Nova, and he does. He's still sticking down from the Spirit Vessel. The Ice Blast, it'll nail him.
Weehaw was trying to...
Yeah, he was trying to snipe the kill before Duster could get it.
That is like the first move that I've seen Pain make.
Yeah.
In some time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It helps the fact that they just kind of got free towers this game, though.
Weehaw not going to be playing with his team. Instead, is trying to hunt down Armel. The TP is coming in from Pain. If he actually stops this TP, they will be able to kill him, and they do stop it. So now Armel's going to be left alone. Tavo's coming in. Yeah, the rest of TNC, they're not going to leave Armel alone here. But they still need to be able to retreat. More and more Pain members are getting here. The Winter's Curse, the supports are leaving, and now Armel is going to be left alone.
Tavo, hit him with it.
Duster claims the kill instead.
Oh, it's so ridiculous looking. Every time he takes flight with his Mask of Madness on, I can't help but laugh.
Dude, and like this Enchantress is going to feel so bad. From like 1,000 range, he's going to be able to Arctic Burn Silver Edge.
Yeah.
Hit the Enchantress.
I think a lot of this game comes down to the fact that it took them so long to take that mid tower.
Yeah.
And, I mean, smokes are good, but if they don't claim objectives, like, it took their third smoke before they got towers out of it. And I think that was a little bit of an error by Pain.
Oh, Raven. Can Weehaw one-shot him? He's got 1,400 HP. That's not that much. The combination's going to bring him pretty low, and the toss tree.
He can.
Weehaw is just playing his own game right now while the rest of Pain go for these towers, but can TNC finally punish this? Can they get this a team fight without the Tiny here? Tavo's going to be left behind. He cold embraces himself with the magic damage. Makes short work of him.
Tim's ate him.
Still, though, I think you'll take that trade-off if you're Pain. Kill the Drow Ranger. You lost your Wyvern.
And you force rotations, but this game's still pretty even. 16 to 19, 1,000 gold. Not even for Pain is the lead, but the Roshan is going to determine.
Look at Duster. He's getting a Crimson Guard.
Wait, what?
On Ancient Apparition.
And you're going to get dusted, kids.
Yo, I mean, this man has never had this much net worth before in an Ancient Apparition. He doesn't know what to do. He probably was like, I'll just get the value buckler, and then he got more and more net worth. He's like, what's happening? It's all this gold.
I'm a fan of both teams' support duos, like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cuckoo and Tim's are so sick. Like I said, though, the only thing I dislike sometimes about Cuckoo is he picks these heroes for himself that I feel like are just a little bit too greedy.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a 5-position Wind Ranger, which is usually a 4-position hero.
Whereas Duster's the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, if Duster gets Tranquils, I feel like he's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to scan on the high ground. They know that TNC really wants this next Roshan.
Yeah.
Both teams really do.
The Sentry is in position to get that
just don't walk up that hill.
reward.
If you're Pain, you just don't walk up that hill.
Is he going to go
for it? You have to be patient. You want to go the long way. You want to go the long way.
All right, he kills the Observer Ward from the low ground. The team is going to stick around here.
Oh, they're just going to go for the tower. This is a good move, too.
Yeah.
If you're 5-man at this point, you want something out of this. Maybe you just...
And it's the same for Pain, right? Like, they should be putting pressure on mid.
Tim's on Weehaw?
Tims catches Weehaw here. Throws down a bunch of his disables. He backs up, but the rest of the team is just going to keep marching forward. They're going to go for this tier 3.
High ground.
They're going to try and catch Tims, but he's already popped the Shadow Realm. He's going to be able to get himself away. This is just more time. Look at this tier 3 dropping so quickly.
Nice
Pain has got to get back.
Very well done.
Slow down Pain. Crystal Nova's not going to land on anything, and this is going to be a free retreat.
They're going to go for the Shrine potentially here, too.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Take it on your way out.
Pain is getting outmaneuvered now.
They really are.
That should have been an obvious play, because you saw that Pain, they were hemming and hawing. They wanted to continue to protect mid, and they saw Tim's on that high ground, so they thought it was kind of reasonable. Oh, maybe everyone is up there.
Radiant are scanning.
Like, Tim's played that very well. Because he distracted them and he didn't die. The rest of the team, as soon as he went on Weehaw, they panicked. They immediately ran a Weehaw, and the rest of TNC saw that and they're like, this is going to be a free tower. There's no way they can get back in time. Because Tim's is just on top of this hill. He's going to create the space.
Am I right in saying that the correct strategic move for Pain there was to push mid, right?
I would have just pushed myself too.
Yeah.
But they hesitated too long, and at that point you have to play reactively.
Yeah.
And that's, again, just Tim's being very good, because he just continued to hold that high ground hill. Like, it's a scary play because he's apart from the rest of his team and he has no vision, but he just correctly ascertains that, okay, Pain is still going to be around this area, they're afraid.
Cuckoo kills the ward, gets out.
So he plays on that fear, and it rewards him heavily.
And a tier 3 up. TNC are only 1k gold up, but there is still another shrine to be taken with that tier 3 gone. Raven pops his Shadow Blade just at the same time that the Clinks passes by. He's going to run into Sam H. Can he kill Sam H? He's got the BKB, so he doesn't have to worry about it. He could definitely kill him if he just, yeah. He's going to just lock Sam H in here. Waiting for the Ice Blast is going to be too late.
Okay.
Dude, he could do that, right? Pop BKB, he could definitely kill that Enchantress.
I mean, Enchantress is just going to Hurricane Pike out, isn't he? It's nighttime, too.
Yeah, I guess if you lose the vision, he's screwed.
That'd be your, what? I think that's his 10-second BKB.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not in love with that play. I'm okay waiting for the Ice Blast. Maybe you get like 4 hits off. There's a decent chance that you might kill her. But if she just pops heal and Hurricane Pikes away.
Weehaw tried to go for the kill onto Tim's. A fast Yule Scepter does save Tim's life, but they won't be able to catch Weehaw on his way out. A full pipe for Tim's. No Blink Dagger initiation for him. They do manage to catch Cuckoo here. Try to go for the win run TP out.
I'll take that. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Tim's just all about it. He just picked up the tome. Not the Enchantress.
Dire are scanning.
Not Huskar. He's like, nope, I'm getting this tome. I'm going to get my level 18.
Tim's is a higher level than both of his Huskar, his Enchantress.
Yeah.
And his Dro. Tim's is actually the highest level on his team.
Go ahead, man.
Oh my god, this is big fan.
I mean, when you've got 2 ultimates, getting level 18 is pretty value.
It's just funny because he doesn't even have an XP talent. He just is the highest level.
He just is. And he's also the one that, like, they keep on trying to dive onto. But he's just too fast.
I mean, Tim's is carrying his team right now. The rest of his team isn't having the best game, but... And on the flip side, Pain is... I mean, they're just playing... Aside from that top mistake, I think they know that they have the better team fight. So they're playing their lineup pretty well. Like, they're not willing to... Or they're not afraid to just get out on the map split. And this is the downside of their team too, is that I feel like teams like Newbie might abuse this by just 5-manning like crazy.
Yeah.
But Pain just, they split up, they farm, they get ahead of you in that way.
And they're just trying to finish up BKBs on their 2 other cores. And I think at that point, like, it is so hard for TNC to challenge that. 3 BKB cores with who already have a superior team fight lineup.
I don't think they can take that fight at that point. I feel like TNC were meant to be more ahead than they were.
Yeah.
It's like, if this game is even, then it should be slightly in favor of Pain. I think I like Pain's vision better too.
Witch's Curse to lead the way onto Sam H, but they're going to try and kill Tavo before he can actually get out. He managed to get the invisibility, but there goes the dust. They finally reveal him. Armel's going to be able to jump, life-breaking Tavo, and burning him down.
That's a sloppy play by Tavo.
Yeah.
Nobody on his team was near him when he threw that out.
Weehaw, they spotted Tim's though. They're going to be able to catch him before the Shadow Round this time around. Finally, Tim's will die.
And Raven might get caught out here too. Shadow Blade in 2 seconds.
King RT charging forward, hoping to be able to get the Frostbite, the toss forward. Oh, Duster! He charged Duster in! Oh no, don't just feed Duster to the wolves like that, but Weehaw finally does manage to catch Raven. Shadow Blade needs to be able to get one more hit in, finally gets the toss instead. That'll be enough to finish him off. Armel has a life break coming up soon. He's going to be able to jump onto Weehaw with help of Sam H. Can they kill him? They bring him a little bit low. Tried to go for the toss onto Sam H. Doesn't quite kill him. Weehaw hiding behind the trees. Won't be able to catch him. HFN, maybe he can finish him off.
That was a dick move by Weehaw.
Why did he throw Duster in, man? Surely he meant to throw somebody else. Can he kill Sam H? Force that forward into the tree. Still has the vision. TP out. HFN spots him for a moment. The untouchable is not enough to slow him down. HFN gets the kill, but the Enchantress does get the BKB bot before he dies.
Oh, that was funny. It's like, Duster's like, take me. He's like, wait, what?
I wonder who he meant to toss.
You know what the sad thing is? I think Weehaw meant to toss Duster in.
He's literally just the bait on the end of a fishing rod.
Yeah, he's just like,
that's Duster.
he's like, fly. He just gets in there.
It's fly fishing.
Yeah, he's like, go, my child.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Wait, what sacrifice? Oh,
Dude, that was great.
Tim's gonna run a Tavo, and with so much magic damage, he
HFN though, from the
absolutely
top.
can kill the Wyvern. HFN is here, but it's a Shadow Realm. He just has to watch.
What a hell of a team, Jax.
Did he see the Bramble go off?
Yeah,
Does
he
Tim's
did.
know?
He's running. He's running.
He's trying to get away, but a Scythe of Ice. Shadow Realm was coming up in 2
He got
seconds.
800
but-
gold for killing Tavo, and look at this. Tim's creating space once again for his team.
Yep, they get the Roshan. That's going to be Aegis and Cheese. Wow.
Like, Tim's has been everything for this team.
He really has.
Just getting solo core kills, creating space on the opposite side of the map, representing strength when there's none.
Dude, he just bought a gem for him. Oh, he went the Spell Life Steal. Oh. I don't
know about that.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen that.
I don't know about that.
I pretty much always see the extra 300 damage on
Tim's,
Shadow
you've
Realm.
got 1,000 health. Like, how much are you expecting to spell life still here?
Maybe he's thinking, and he's facing against an Ancient Apparition too.
Yeah, I just,
gonna
how
get
much
ice
do you
blasted.
think that you're going to get out of that?
Maybe he thinks like his life is kind of in danger from some of the AoE, even if he's Shadow Realm.
once he Shadow Realms, he just dies anyways.
Outstanding.
Right? Am I wrong here?
I mean, what? I was
he
thinking he can't die if he's Shadow Realm,
Yeah, that's what I mean. But as soon as
Yeah.
it's done, he's dead anyways.
for sure.
Interesting.
I mean, I think maybe in his mind he's going, the AoE is dangerous, but if I'm Shadow Realm, then I'm taking this AoE damage, but I'm also putting out magic damage. You know? You see where I'm going with this?
Okay. I'm. The logic isn't terrible at all. Okay, Weehaw has another Shadow Blade queued up.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Sure.
Why not?
They have detection. The only way to beat that is double invis.
That'd be sick. Wonder if they know about the gem.
I'm not sure if Tim's has revealed it yet.
Weehaw's still staying around the area. He sees Armel, but Armel has.
Ice Blast onto Huskar. They're going to try and execute him real quickly and then get out, but he popped the BKB. Light Break, turn around. He does die, and Weehawk gets out.
Peace.
That worked perfectly. It worked better than he expected. He forced a
And they traded
charge
BKBs.
out.
Yeah, they traded BKBs for that too. That if he doesn't trade BKB, that's whatever. But now with the Aegis gone and the BKB expended, Pain should feel really good.
Okay, you coached Weehaw. Is this like the style that defines him best, where he's just playing solo pretty much this entire game?
So the one thing about Weehaw, and I remember, okay, so one time he lost us a scrim,
Tower is under attack.
and Misery's like, yo, talk to your boy. So I go outside with Weehaw. I'm like, Weehaw, like, you know you're wrong. Why do you do this? And he's like, sometimes, and this is the example that they gave me, hold that thought, is they might go for a kill on it, but he said, the problem with me is if you see that car and you tell me it's red,
Top tower is under
and if you're the one that tells me that car is red, I will say that car is blue, no matter what. So you kind of just have to let him be, just like, it's just Weehaw. You just gotta let him be him. That was his example, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell does that mean?
Oh, he's gonna get
spotted.
spotted. He tries to toss the Huskar away from him, but he's still gonna die.
What color is that car, mother? That's what I mean, though. Like, he's just gonna be him, and he's gonna make these weird suicidal plays that I have no idea what he's gonna do. But it's kind of what makes him, like, it's what makes Weehaw Weehaw.
That's what makes him such a sick pickoff player and simultaneously dies in the bottom lane. Tavo, BKB, TP out.
Oh, he's well gone.
He's gone. Duster is also gone, but in a different sense.
Poor Duster.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Dust to
attack.
dust. 22 to 25. 2K gold lead for Pain Gaming. But they're 2 heroes down right now, and we'll see how TNC takes advantage of that. Pain have a rather large experience lead, even if the net worth has been very close between the two. You can see it's very rarely gone past 2K gold lead on either side.
Eventually, you're going to get caught out playing this style that Pain is playing. It was very good of them to last as long as they did without losing heroes, but
didn't we agree they had better team fight?
I feel like they do. I feel like at this point, if they take a 5-on-5, they will win it.
So
Damage.
let's see a team
Dire's
fight.
middle tower has fallen.
Scythe of Ice leading
Pain.
the way. He's going to try and go for the fast kill onto Raven with his BKB activated. Anything to be able to save him. Force staff away. Raven will be able to survive. HFN is forced to BKB and try and invis away. Winter's Curse doesn't actually latch onto anybody.
Very well done.
TNC, perfect positioning from all of them. Tim slows down HFN. Does manage to get the shackle down. HFN's going to
longer
be
has
caught with all
BKB.
the magic damage with life break over the top. Looking to be able to blow him up. The Cold Brace keeps him alive. The magic damage just isn't
Weeha's
quite
back.
enough. And now HFN comes back in with Weeha. They're actually laying into TNC, and they're all falling apart. Raven's down. The last one left alive. The Captain Cuckoo tries to win run himself away with a TP out. He will be successful.
Yeah, they definitely have better team fight. Like,
There should be no question in Pain Gaming's mind now.
they definitely have better team fight.
They have better team fight. Let's just play some 5-man, boys.
Let's play some 5-man, Pain.
Weeha sees that and he says, we do not have better team fight, guys.
Split.
We must split push.
God, I hate when pubs do that. You know, you win a 5-on-5 like definitively, and then you're like, now it's time to farm items. It's like you won the fight without the items.
No, even better.
Radiant's middle
Now
tower
time to
under
farm
attack.
my own jungle.
It's like, oh my God, I hate pubs so much. As Pain gonna take that tier 2. Now it's a 9K gold lead. All of a sudden, this game went from 0 to 100 real
Weeha's
quick.
gonna jump in, tries to catch Cuckoo, but now maybe he's a little bit too far.
All right, 2 buybacks.
Buybacks
Spend it.
forced.
They're gonna
Great.
back out Crimson Guarded, and there's still a Roshan that will respawn in potentially 2 minutes.
Well, they didn't take a tier 3 or anything, so they can't take shrines. There's a
Dire's
push coming in the
turret
top
is
lane.
under
Somebody's gonna have to
attack.
deal with that.
Have you seen anybody take the Searing Arrows multi-shot before?
I have seen it, but that was like in a pub. I've never seen
see.
a pro take it.
The strafe duration is forever.
I mean, it's sick. 7.5 seconds, and it's 7.5 second downtime as well.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's just always going. Still another big upgrade for TNC. They just got their level 20 on the Drow Ranger, which is an extra 20 marksmanship agility, which obviously affects everybody with that precision aura as well.
They need to get her to the level 25 if they want to reset this game.
Yeah.
You take the, what's that thing called? The 50 CDR, and you just spam press your precision aura. I feel like they should be doing that more anyways. That's how you get yourself back into this game. You let your lanes push out and you go for pickoffs, because you know that Pain is susceptible to this.
Yeah.
But I think Pain, after the last team fight, kind of should know now, like, we're really strong in 5-on-5, guys.
They're just all playing 4-man around their shrine on a high ground as well. They have a very strong idea that TNC are smoked.
They're going to go for the smoke themselves. TNC is trying to secure themselves this high ground already. Potentially go for a Roshan. I'd really like it to see if they... Okay, so now they're doing it. They're pressing the aura. They're going to connect to top lane. I think they realize that the jig is up.
So you'll see all the lanes, the range creeps just destroy everything.
Yeah.
Side lane's going to push in. Pain aren't going to find anything. They're probably just going to be forced to actually hit this bottom wave. Double siege wagons like that. Look at them go. The rest of them, though, rapidly rotating into mid. TNC still holding a little bit of that high ground area. Cuckoo on the low ground, though. Scythe of Ice up, but he managed to get the wind run off. A lot of miss, but there's an MKB from HFN. Makes it a lot easier for him. Shadow Realm TP out for Tim. He's good.
He's easy gone.
Raven's going to TP back. And, well, with that one pick-off, it looks like Pain now control the Roshan pit, but Roshan himself is not up for another minute and a half. So instead, they're going to have to try and hit some high ground, I guess.
Yeah, they're pinging the tower right now. There's no buybacks for 2 heroes on the side of TNC.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So if they pick off
Radiant structures.
Tim's,
Terrorize. And he's going to blink forward and see if he can actually catch the heroes. They do manage to control up HFN, but he managed to get off the BKB, runs himself away. Now Armel is going to be in trouble. He's lot broken up, so he's at half HP already. Trying to run himself away. Raven, he's going to be caught down, and there goes the Huskar. So 2 already dead, 1 has buyback. The Draw Ranger may have to buy back to be able to hold this. Pain seeing the buyback. Are they going to retreat? Tavo challenging very much forward on the front lines. He's going to be stunned up now. Managed to get the cold embrace on himself first.
there's no buyback on the Huskar. There's no buyback on the Enchantress. Pain should know this. They might just decide to back off, but not Pain style. They're going to hit the tower instead. Weehaw, invised up. He has to know they have a sentry on the ground. The range creep's going to hit him.
They're going to get a little bit of damage on him, but HFN lays into the melee racks. Tim's come forward.
Here comes
does manage to
Weehaw.
get some of the shackles. Toss back. Oh, that's a beautiful toss back on a Sam H. Now he's in no man's land. Going to be gobbled up, but at the same
cold
time,
embrace.
Weehaw, cold embrace is keeping him alive. That percentage-based heal is so good on a tanky hero, but he still dies. Weehaw,
One more hit, Cuckoo's
may
gone.
die as well. Cuckoo's already gone, but a beautiful terrorize out from Tim's. Can he carry this for his team? HFN's going to immediately get stunned up, but he's just missing all of his shots. He can't actually hit him. Raven's going to be forced away, and the Clink survives. HFN, he knows that most of TNC are dead. He managed to get the Scythe of Ice on Tim's, executes him with the arrows. Managed to get a buyback out of him, but it's just him and the Drow Ranger, and he no longer has the Terrorize. Only has his own magic damage, but maybe it's enough. HFN, another cold
trying to take
embrace,
the damage
and
together.
they're all going to tank the damage together. Tim's won't be able to get that targeted magic damage, only killing the Crystal Maiden, but that may be for naught. With the cold embrace already put onto Raven. Now, oh, he ran into the shackles. HFN won't be able to chase down Raven. Instead, has forced the BKB and run away from the Dark Willow. But Tim's, he overextended himself. He ran forward with no Shadow Realm available, gives up his life to HFN, and finally, Pain will back up. They don't want to give up Roshan.
Yeah, they're probably going to go deal with this bottom wave, send at least one hero down there, push it out, wait for the rest of their team, go for it again. This Willow used the buyback, still dead for 90 seconds. They'll have more than enough time to get this, and this is going to be the 3rd Roshan of the game. Pain might just do this 2 heroes. And yeah, they just absolutely chunk this.
They destroy it. What was all the misses on the Clink? Oh, straight.
He was strafed.
Yeah. Man, that is constantly up.
TNC trying to make their way over. I think if they give this up, it's so impossible to win fights at this point.
I didn't realize he was level 25, so I'm like, he was strafe earlier, and then I'm just like,
Dude, we just had a
strafe is
conversation
still
about
happening.
this. We just had a conversation about
Dude, it
this.
lasts so long, 7.5 seconds. It's so long.
You're about to get level 25 on Tavo too.
Hype. Which one do you get?
The Splinter Blast stun sounds hilarious.
But which one do you get?
That's what he got.
All right. I actually think that the way that TNC has been playing around Winter's Curse, it does
Yeah,
not
that's what
look
I was
that
going to say
good.
too. TNC's really good at that.
Yeah.
I only think it was effective. The one time I can think of was mid, where
He caught
Cuckoo
the-
died.
Yeah, Cuckoo, and he also caught the Enchantress as a
Yeah,
result.
that was the only time that I've seen it actually be effective. Like
Cuckoo.
TNC split is insane. Mid lane,
HFN,
You're gone.
obviously he can kill him. I think for him it's more a question of will he get punished by TNC for going for that kill, and he will not.
he's got BKB up still. He's looking for it. He's pinging Raven right now, but the rest of his team is nowhere nearby.
Tavo trying to flutter in as the Wyvern.
Tavo's really farmed.
Yeah.
We should mention.
He's got a refresher shard for double Winter's
Radiant's
Curse.
bottom shrine is under
That
attack.
sounds...
Or Perma-Arctic Burn.
Then he would just get an ag at himself at that.
The back-to-back 4-second splinter.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
That sounds sick. Push into the bottom lane. Double siege creeps.
Damage.
Plus 2 very long-range heroes that demolish buildings.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
TNC, they just will not even try. It looks like the Terrorize leads out. Managed to hit a lot of heroes there. They're going to be able to get the Rambles on multiples. The follow-up silence, they've already taken out Tavo. Now they're going to focus on HFN, but HFN stands his ground and is almost killing Armel. Will be able to finish him up even in the high ground. HFN pushes forward with no BKB. He has the Aegis after all, and he has the Scythe of Ice. He's going to go for the Drow Ranger. Defensive force stuff does manage to get it. Shackle shot doesn't latch. HFN, he loses his first life. Will he lose his second?
At
The
top,
rest of the team,
we
though,
are.
they're going for the Megas at the same time. Back over the HFN. He's easily going to get gobbled up by the TNC trio. They're going to be able to take him down, and Tim's caught some extra heroes. He's going to be able to
Duster
stun
gets
the
him
two of
stunned.
them together, but the shackle shot, how did that not latch?
He's trying to get his teammate away.
He's trying to toss him away, but Sam H still gets the kill. Weehaw will be able to walk away.
He was trying to make up for the previous time he tossed him in. But I think that actually made him take more damage from the impetus shot.
Yes.
So Weehaw, even when he's trying to help out Duster,
He only hurts.
oof. The throw.
Well, TNC holds. I'm not sure how that looks net worth-wise for them, that fight. Experience goes up pretty sharply.
It's still a
but
27k deficit
Yes.
that you have to get through.
Radiant's top shrine. is
Weehaw
under
was not a
attack.
part of that engagement. He was trying to go for the split.
Why are they not...
I actually think that Tavo dying there that early without getting anything off was
Radiant's
probably
top
the
shrine
biggest
has
issue.
fallen.
Yeah.
Tavo just died.
So you think the... I mean, the fact that he got hit by the Terrorize, right? He can't afford that. He's got to be the one who cold embraces.
Oh, Weehaw.
Weehaw, gonna be caught here? Maybe? No?
Got
Okay.
silenced.
He, gonna try and go for the
double
double toss on Raven and does get him. The shackle shot doesn't latch either.
got
Sam
BKB.
H, they've got the pure damage. Weehaw just pops his BKB, trying to run himself away. His team is so far away, and Sam H just will not stop with the pure damage. He's gonna try and go for the kill onto Cuckoo. Doesn't actually land it though.
Nature attends.
Ice Blast? No, it won't catch Cuckoo.
Yeah, whiffs pretty hard. Still, the solo kill onto Raven, who doesn't have buyback for a minute and a half. Doubt Pain makes the move though without Weehaw. No point in that.
AC for Armel. We have Butterfly trying to be built by the Drone. Or is he gonna go for the Ethereal?
He's going E-Blade.
E-Blade?
It does give you the most agi, and
Yeah.
it's really nice against the Clinks.
Yeah, it gives you a saving mechanism for somebody else. Like our Huskar, who we've seen him. I think he tried to go toe-to-toe with the Clinks last fight. Didn't go so well.
Tavo, you've got to be careful.
Everybody going invis, including our Wind Ranger, who's gonna Wind Run himself out with the gem.
A lot of pings being sent out.
This'll come in handy.
Duster's pretty tanky though. He's got a pipe, a force staff, a crimson guard.
Double damage. Picked up by King RT. Cuckoo tries to go for the kill. He can't afford to lose this gem. So he needs to get out right now. Instead, he's going to be Winter's Curse. Slowed down just enough for the rest of his team to set up. They're going to get HFN in position with the Scythe of Ice. And
That's the gem.
Bye gem. Cuckoo.
They still have one on Tim's.
Tavo pops his refresher shard. He thought he was getting close enough to get another Winter's Curse.
They don't have Hex up though. They might just go for the high ground anyways. Cuckoo does have buyback available. Weehaw, TPing to the shrine. Gonna try to get to the rest of his team.
Dude, look at this. King RT is going for an Ethereal Blade as well. The man could have it right now.
I feel like you save for buyback
Yeah.
in case some crazy things happen.
Same goes with the HFN. He's going to go for the Aeon Disc and eat his Moon Shard. He's currently in his stash.
Does just that, like you said.
Or not. He's going to keep the Moon Shard, get rid of the treads.
Okay.
Who needs movement speed? Here it clinks.
At top, Cuckoo. Gonna get slowed up, but just wind runs his way out.
All right. We're going to go over the level 25 talent soon, but these teams just keep on poking and prodding at each other.
TNC's trying to play for the win right now.
We could see a fight break out here.
They're going the long way.
Smoke wrap around. They're going to be able to catch some supports. Tim's, his smoke popped. Oh, this is kind of awkward. King RT, Crystal Nova's thinking they're in the trees somewhere.
They're split up right now.
The reality is they're actually behind them.
TNC's trying to create this pincer. They've still got about 15 seconds left on this smoke, so you've got to decide now what's going to happen, as King RD might just run into him as Armel, his smoke breaks.
Armel is spotted, does manage to get the force half into the high ground. HFN still going to catch him with a Scythe of Ice. Raven looks to be able to silence up HFN. Armel pops a BKB now, but it's hard. Managed to get the disarm onto the Clinks before the BKB popped the Aeon Disc. Does manage to disarm that, and they will be able to take down Armel eventually with the Winter's Curse slowing down some of these heroes. Sam H is going to end up going down. Raven standing his ground up against Tavo with the two of them. Tavo and Duster do manage to kill the cores. Shackle Shot managed to lock down the Winter Wyvern, but Pain are in a good position to fight. Massive buyback coming out from TNC. They've got one more in the Drill Ranger, and Pain are certainly going to force everything out of them.
Bottom barracks has fallen.
All buybacks now.
One last lane of racks, and honestly, Pain could probably suicide on it, considering how much physical damage they have on some of these heroes.
You're going to wait for your spells to refresh up, at least like the curse, but all 5 buybacks used on the side of TNC. Pain has
You think
all
Weehaw's
5
going to
up.
wait?
Weehaw, be careful. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. You just can't really, you just sort of have to let him make those plays, because I feel like it'll stick in his head. He'll think about it. He'll say, I should have done that. You can't let this man live with regret.
That car was red.
It was such a funny example. I just looked at him like he was crazy.
Yeah. All right, Tim's got the Terrorized Duration, as I believe he should. That is their kind of leading disable and best way to win a fight. Nobody else on his team is level 25. A bunch of level 24s are going to jump onto Cuckoo and quickly get that kill. Force Staff, the tiny out. Terrorize does come in, manage to land a couple, but HF
What's your fight?
Oh, and the Winter's Curse laid on to Tim. He immediately dies to both Sam H as well. Armel. Now Tavo comes in with the Splitter's Blast stun. They are going to be able to catch Garmel before he can get back to base. That is diebacks
King
on multiple
RD's just
heroes.
in the middle of
and
everyone.
Weehaw just tosses Sam H at King RD and does manage to get that kill back over to the fountain. Sam H, Spirit Vessel, ticking slowly, but Pain will leave the two of them alive to finish up Megas. And that should be game. TNC
Radiant's middle
have no way to be able to defend, so there's the GG.
Radiant
Man, crazy game.
Yes, it was not easy, but what's important is who picked up the win. Pain. 51K gold lead.
For a 54-minute game. That is one of the largest leads I've ever seen.
You think Misery's stressed?